Hi guys, and welcome back to Vanilla Survival 2025, Jesus. As you can see, I'm sort of in the middle of building a mining rig on the base, and I got a YouTube comment saying I should add a hydrogen engine, is what it's called, right? Brain freezed as I was flying. Yeah, a hydrogen engine to my small ship, which would help me with charging the battery. And as you can see, the small ship is a bit changed because I took a hit. I've been out gathering iron ore. Can we see it? Yeah, boom, a bunch of iron that I found up on the hill, which was perfect. I added a small ore detector to this ship actually, and found a closer cobalt node. So yeah, that's good. And then as I went back with the iron, I just hit the ground basically, and the battery exploded. So I had to attach it to the side because it was lying flat on its left side, right? Anyways, about this hydrogen engine. So this is probably going to be a real short one. Is it like if I attach a hydrogen engine to this thing? This is my understanding of it, at least. If we can find the steel plates. No, we cannot. Okay, screw it. The hydrogen engine in itself can hold a certain amount of gas. Is that gas like enough to actually fuel the battery? Or do I need to put a hydrogen engine and a O2 generator on it? And in that case, according to the wiki, the O2 generator can produce enough for like 2 engines. And I would assume that also there are tanks like this. Is that a small, yeah? Small grid, large grid. And presumably, right, the tanks are gonna be of less weight than the actual generator. Which would be like the reason why you would choose to have a tank. Is that kind of how this works? We're gonna produce some steel plates, and I'm gonna find out about the weight of the stuff at least. And then I assume I'm just gonna either put an O2 generator on my base and put gas into the engine, or we're gonna have like an engine and a tank, and then you fill up the tank and the engine, and that helps you fill up the battery or something. Because I mean, obviously, if we have the engine straight on here with the O2 generator, it will be more of like an autonomous ship, I guess you could call it, right? So that would be useful. I need to really rebuild this entire thing probably, but I mean, just for like the sake of an experiment, let's put an engine on somewhere. Is there actually a place we can put an engine? Blah, blah, blah. Not really. Can we attach a plate? No, because I didn't grab the plates. Technical glitch. So basically anywhere would be fine. Let's just do something like this for now. Oh, and we need to know what the actual weight of the ship is, right? So right now we're at 9.156.4 kilos. And then if we start with going like the O2 generator would put us at 9,455. And if we would go with just the tank, I guess you go with a small tank? Or maybe go with a large tank, I don't know. Yeah, that's significantly lighter, right? That almost didn't change anything. Wait, what? That changed nothing. This is the exact same number that we used to have. That's the original starting number. That's weird. Are tanks without weight? The large tank definitely has some weight to it. Write them down so I can remember them. But I mean, this one didn't change anything. Let's try that one more time. No, that's the exact same number. Put another small one on. They changed something, so 2 of the small ones basically have a weight of 200 something. That's strange. Probably some kind of glitch. We're gonna assume they have like 100 kilos weight to them. which would mean, of course, like I was talking about, the idea is that the tank is lighter. That's why you don't have engines on everything, or O2. Sorry, not engines. O2, H2 generators and everything. But then again, the question is one small tank enough to fill up a battery? How much do you need to have in an engine? Let's see if we can build one, just to get some kind of numbers. Oh, but we need to attach it to the actual base. Huh. Life. So 200 more weight. Roughly 300 more weight. Plus probably the added weight of the ice as well. To get it to be autonomous. Working by itself, you don't need to like load it at the base. But then that again depends on the output of the small engine, which as far as I know is roughly 500 kilowatts. And one of these batteries, when this thing is on, is outputting 640. Probably more if you fly, right? Can we check that out somehow? Battery. No, we can't really test it like that. Oh shit, we're actually very, very low on battery in this battery. Because obviously I attached a new one and just used the new one to fly a little bit to get the iron. So I guess for now we kind of have to bring the ice, right? Hello, turn yourself off, thank you. So for now, either way, just to get it to load, we need to finish up this engine and then attach a node generator to it. But then my question, I guess, is should I actually use it like that, or should I start thinking about getting... What, really? Are we out of steel? Should I think about making some kind of setup on my base, right? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Let me work it. I mean, eventually we're gonna have that anyways. So we might as well, I guess. But then again, like, it's very compelling to just be able to have an engine on, have an O2 generator on, and as soon as you feel like, oh, my battery's getting low, you just drill for some ice. And that will sort of solve itself, you know? This is a very, very compelling. We need to definitely refigure everything here. But for now, we're just gonna manually chuck some ice into it, I guess. Let's see. Oh, this is a tank. Let's add a tank while we're at it. And then the O2 generator goes sort of on the tank like that. Hello? No? It has the attachment points, but it just does not want to use its own attachment points. Hello? Okay, let's do everything backwards, apparently. Or maybe I am doing it backwards right now. So we would need the O2 generator to be facing this way. Followed by blah, 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 the small tank. And then the engine only has one port to it, yeah. So that just sort of goes on the end. This is definitely not how we will have it if we are actually building this. Let's order all of these things and talk a little bit about the base while we wait for the production queue. Nice. So as we can see here, I started to, well, for one, I tried to use some paint, which was kind of fun. So I made them red just for no particular reason and added a couple of lights. Looks a bit more cozy, you know. With this drill, I started by making a small grid one, because I obviously did not have many resources. And I added an event controller, which I also added to the small grid, because that was cheaper. And the event controller basically is telling the piston to go forwards if this container is below 60%. And if it's not, then the piston should be turned off. Let's see if it actually is off right now. It's on. Okay, so it should be moving forwards at a very, very, very slow pace. Again, these numbers are also something that it's probably something you can calculate, but I'm not really sure. This one is moving 0.5 RPMs, the rotor, and the piston is going by 0.001, I think. Yeah. Because I did like a quick math thing and I ended up having a number of like 2 point something. So I went like, 0.1 is 0.01 is safer than having 2. Whoa, I fell in the drills. Meaning it will go forwards very, very slow, but at least we will have plenty of time for drills to actually spin around, right? Could probably also control that with like an event controller, I guess. But for now, I think that's perfectly fine. And eventually the idea is that as this moves forwards, because obviously building one was cheaper than building a couple going upwards and mining downwards. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to have it move forwards. And the closer we get to the actual mountain, we're just going to lock it in with like a landing gear and then add more pistons. Is hopefully the way that will work, right? And as you can see, it took a few drills. We're on the 7th iteration of drilling, just to get like enough drills to get them into the holes, etc., etc. So I had to reconfigure it a couple of times, which is kind of annoying. So that's why I sort of want to have it just go straight forward, attached with landing gear, add a couple of more pistons. I don't want to fiddle around with it too much, basically, is what I'm saying. It's good if it can go for like a couple of hours without me having to check on it. And also, I grabbed that iron. The actual iron. Is it processed yet? Basic refinery. I think it is. And that actual iron... Oh, okay, is the piston even moving? Oh, it's on the reverse. Lol. So it's on, but it's not even moving. So here we go. This would probably be the first time it actually moves. Anyways, where was I? Blah, blah, blah. The actual iron that I brought has a conversion rate of basically 2 to 1. Whereas stone seems to have, what, 10 or 100 to 1 or something. So you get very, very little iron out of the stone. Whereas having something that gets iron is way quicker. So we might have to think about some sort of mining ship to just get resources way, way, way quicker. Which obviously, like, I want to make a mining ship anyways out of this. But if we could make it automated somehow. So, you know, I don't know, the more thing we can automate with it, have it fly by itself or have it mine by itself, or both preferably, then that would be amazing. I don't really have any ideas about how to go about doing that right now. But, yeah, we'll see. Like, if this hydrogen thing works out, we're gonna make a hydrogen-based ship. Well, it's not hydrogen-based, it's the wrong way to put it, right? But it has this engine thing where it can load itself, which is obviously very interesting. And now, as we get this one done, I'm quite curious to see how big these inventories actually are, and also if we can like get it to run. Can we get it to a point where we can sort of figure out how much it will actually load the battery, right? Let's make sure that all the thrusters are off when we turn this on, so we don't waste a lot of energy on that. And then I should have some ice over here. Let's put all those parts back. We'll grab this ice for now. And if we get it on, we can just mine some more ice, right? No problem. Okay. The control seat is 1,000 liters. I'm sorry, why do you think this is a control seat? It's weird. O2 generator is 1,000 liters, which is the same as the one that is over there, obviously. You need to turn it on to be able to access all of the inventories. That's what's going on. There we go. And then we can put the ice in here. Yes. And then that one will produce gas for the tank, obviously. It produces for the engine. Okay, so basically it sucks it from the O2 generator straight into the engine right now. And in the engine you can have 5,000 liters, and in a tank you can have 1,500 liters. Could you like make the tank not work right now? Because obviously for the experiment's sake it would be interesting to just know how much one engine would output, right? Doesn't really work like that. It kind of works like that. The question is, how much is 500 liters of gas in kilowatts? And the current output is 500 kilowatts, which is the max output per second, I guess. So it's 100 seconds worth of It's 50 seconds of 1 megawatt. The camera, that's very, very little. Look at the battery again. Because this one can take 4 megawatts in its entirety. But it doesn't work like that. Damn it! Yeah, hour, exactly. Max store power is 1 megawatt hour, so it's 60 times that. Whereas this would be almost nothing. Is this the output to just actually drive those things? Probably. Then it gets that, which means it stores a bit of power. Kind of annoying how this isn't going up by like a straight number or whatever. You see how it like works and it stops and it works and it stops. So you can see it working. But yeah, so my general question is, how would I actually go about setting this up? Is it smarter to skip the tank? Is it smarter to skip the O2 generator? Or both? And just attach it to the base and fill it up with gas from the base. And then it would be full of gas as we go out, and it will just sort of top us off, I guess. Is that how you go about doing this? Yeah, those are basically my general questions about this. So please, if anyone has any idea about that, feel free to comment. And also to you guys who are actually commenting, thank you a lot, because it helps and it really makes me feel like we're playing it a bit together, and it's way more fun to play multiplayer, I feel like, than it is to play single player. So huge thank you to all of you guys who are looking at videos and who are actually commenting and subscribing also. I saw that increased as well. So yeah, definitely thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one.